Yeah. Hello. We're
We're
live.
live.
We're live. I'm gonna take your little car situation out. You cool with that?
What's popping, everybody? Yeah, sure. Pop it
Yeah,
out for a second.
What's everyone doing?
Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. We're rolling here in the Thor cast.
In.
We got the live demo popping off on this one, Mr. Cologne.
Listen, we got heavy hitters in this one, right? We got the viral Eddie Cologne.
Yeah,
I was just telling Pan after I hit 2 million subscribers and to have him on my channel grow him.
That is so nice of you to help out the smaller channels out there.
You know what, Jamie? It's we got an email, right? I'm gonna bring this up. I think it's very important here. And if anyone who wants to do this, send it to us. It means a lot. So
it's stupendous.
I want to say shout out to Katie. Katie emailed us, Jamie and I. Her boyfriend / partner is turning 40 years today. His name is Chris Miller.
So
happy birthday to Chris Miller. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Chris Miller.
Chris Miller, we got a gift coming your way from the House of Rags. Happy birthday, Broseph. Happy 40th. Shout out to Katie. And
good birthday package on your way.
Happy birthday, Chris. We got a present coming for you, bro. So happy birthday, 40 years old. 40 years old. All right.
Let's go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris. Means a lot.
Means a lot that she would even message us. That, you know what I'm saying? That means a lot.
That's nuts.
That's
think
crazy.
Did you ever get to that point?
Well, we got to the point where we have the Boom Boom Room buying us cinnamon rolls, taking us out to dinner, unexpected.
Shout out to Christy.
Shout out to Christy. Shout out to Adamo. Shout out to Becca. Shout out to Jeff Franklin. All these people that during the week has allowed the Canadians and the UKs to experience a little bit of a home.
Yeah. If you want to see Pan try a cinnamon roll in live action, head on over to my channel. You head on over to Eddie's channel for the viral video. You head over to my channel for the down home behind the scenes. If you want to see the viral video, you head over to Eddie's channel. If you want to see the behind the scenes, you come over to my channel. Check it out. That's where we're
hey, we're gonna see Kelly in June. What who we got?
We are gonna see Kelly in June. What else we got? Shout out is the Thors, because I heard Thor Australia
up and running.
Is up and running. They are having a good time over there. So go check out the House of Rags.
Up and running. Thor Japan is coming. Thor UK coming. Thor Netherlands or EU's up and running. Yeah. But listen, we had a wild week this week.
Wild week.
I burnt paint, fell off a chair, but that wasn't the most important things that happened this week. Should we bring him on?
Bring him on. But go check out
Thor. Let's bring him on. This guy.
I hear they're getting some YumCars. They're real excited about it. So look who we brought back.
Ooh, Australia. Yum's going to Australia. Oh, who's this guy?
This guy.
Teller Dave.
Hey.
What's up, everyone?
The thumbnail.
Everybody already in the chats right there. Paul Dolden, Adamo, Becca, the whole gang is there. Yeah, Kelly. There, what's up, Kelly? Shout out.
Kelly's a real one.
Nick's awesome wife.
She should be in bed. She was supposed to be in bed 4 hours ago.
Right now.
So right now it is 5 past midnight.
Oh Lord, we gotta do this.
7 p.m. for me on the East Coast here.
Listen. Let's do a recap real quick, and Jamie's gonna go walk through a wash. So we had the men over. First of all, shout out to Nick. Paid his own way to come to the U.S. of A. To come to Butthole Pocatello. Rented his own Bentley. Tell us about your experience, Nick. What would you think so far? Let me put you big here so people can see.
By the way, he looks small, but he's 6'6".
He's huge.
Taller than me. I felt so short all week. I hate that.
For the first time in a long time, Pan, you were like, and so Nick.
Yeah, that is so weird. It's so weird.
Experience, beautiful. Honestly, just life changed. I know to probably most people watching this, they're like, what are you on about? But coming from the UK, obviously into the US, it's a whole experience level. So it's just beautiful. And obviously problems as soon as we arrived, no signal. I'm in Utah, supposed to drive to Idaho. No phone signal. I can only ring Eddie. but I've got no 4G, 5G. So I'm like, how am I going to make it 280 miles? I somehow made it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got swamped and we're going for a meal. I was like, huh. So it was beautiful, though. Absolutely beautiful. And
so what's it like getting off the plane and having the drive on the other side of the road immediately?
It's, you know what, to me, it's fine. The first maybe 20 miles, it was a bit off. But then after that, it's fine. You know, just as long as I keep in the inside lane.
After a few accidents, it's all right.
Yeah, after I swiped a few old people off the roads, it was just, yeah, it's cool.
And you know, it was two people that flew a while. We had Nick from the UK, his first time going to the USA. Nick, what are your highlights? And then I'm going to ask Pan his. Tell us about your highlights. What moments captivated you the most? What's the most memorable things you've done this last 4 days? And just give us a synopsis.
Meeting you three. End of story. I mean, everything else was an addition.
Yeah.
But you, Jamie, Pan, you know, meeting your family as well, Eddie. Honestly, for the people that do not know about beautiful humans, the three of them are on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of the screen, depends how you're watching. Everything else was an addition. Obviously, Jamie was feeding me all sorts. So I had fried pickles, chicken wings. I've never seen a man at 6 a.m. Still to this day, I've seen many things in my life. I've never seen a guy at 6 a.m. walking around going, with a cinnamon bun.
With muffins. This is all he does. Everyone, if Jamie ever stays at your house, he doesn't talk to you. He goes like this. Walks to the coffee shop, starts the machine, goes,
He's either filming or eating cinnamon buns. I then go into another room, and then Eddie and Pan are just ripping into each other like it's death. And I walk in, I'm thinking, which room am I supposed to be in? So it was amazing.
Every room you're in, it's an entertainment, it's an adventure. You never know.
Exactly.
Yo, but I want to say shout out to Pan, because Pan, last visit you were a little puss. This visit you came correct. This visit, Pan was roasting my ass. He was cooking me, guys. Hey,
he's getting.
I learned from the best.
He's turning it around now.
Oh yeah. Eddie at one point
at
the stage
episode's
like,
gonna be wild.
Man, wow, you going hard, yeah. I'm cooking. I'm cooking.
Look, I got Pan talking. I got Pan thinking like me. So we usually banter back and forth. And Nick saw it, right? Nick, you saw the back and forth. It's savage. Like it's. I'll be like, Pan, you suck. Your chemicals suck. I call him out. I said, I can't believe you're here. You're trash. I said, we'll use your trash. And but if you get to know Pan takes everything super serious. So there's a time to play, time to have fun, right? Yeah. When Pan's washing the car, he'll look at me. He's like, so is it better than mine? I go, everything's better than yours. But Pan, you flew 2,300 miles. Tell us about your thoughts, your recaps, and how you felt it went.
Well, so this is my second time in Pocatello, right? So, man, the first time was already so good. How can we top it? And Eddie managed to, every place we went to eat was a 10 on 10. I don't know how he does that. He definitely knows all the good places. For anyone who thinks USA food is not good, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Some of the best ice cream in the world is in Pocatello. We had crazy steaks, the chicken wangs, I call them, with the lemon and pepper, or is it lime and pepper?
Shout out to Buffalo Wings.
Oh
no, wait, the arcade wings. Look, the
arcade. No, I like the other ones better though.
No, stop the cat. Look, Nick, the arcade wings.
It's a tough one, Pam, because the first one where we were all together, it was nice because it had more sauce, I would say, right? But the arcade wings, they were like extra crispy, sweet and hot. So it was.
That's so good.
They're both the best in their own different fields.
And the cinnamon rolls. I cannot believe I had never tried that before. It was a shout out to Becca, shout out to Christy, shout out to Adamo and that Italian restaurant that was so good too.
That was wild. Like guys, chat.
What a surprise! What a surprise!
Nick's the kind of guy. We're bringing back up. Nick's the kind of guy that he mean mugs you if you try to pay. So his hospitality is unheard of, right?
Yeah.
We're at this Italian restaurant. Literally, we have this chat called the Boom Boom Room. And you're like, if you want to be part of the Boom Boom Room, there's an application process. Send it to Jeff Franklin. And then
I got denied.
And then in this Boom Boom Room, I send him a picture that we're all eating because, Jamie's been talking about meatballs. The first thing he says when he sees me is like, yo, where's my meatballs? I'm like, what are you talking about? The last time we had meatballs together was in Florida. Look, Nick, what happened at the Italian place?
Yeah, so we got a big problem. I think we've got a CIA, FBI, whoever he is.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Crazy.
somebody's
So
on.
Eddie takes a picture of a table. Just imagine a table. There's no background. There's nothing. So this lady, after she almost killed Jamie with like 14 ounces of like dressing. But anyway, so I'm waving her down. I'm like, can I please have the check? I'm waiting 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I'm like,
20.
what's going on? Then she comes out and she's like, it's been paid for. I said, who by? She said, by some guy called Adamo in Canada. And I was like, how do you get a location from a picture that is in the script?
And we're all looking at each other. Who posted on social media? Of course,
leaked
Eddie.
it?
No, it's not me. It's not. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Finally, it was Eddie. Of course.
No, I didn't post anything on social. Literally a
Look,
picture of
look
a
at this
table,
guy.
dog. There's a picture of a table.
What doesn't matter. People
And
figured it out.
Well, all I know is that Adamo, especially with the current exchange rate, that dinner cost him 10,000 Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nuts. Shout out
Yeah,
to Adamo.
Canada. Yeah.
No, it's
By the
appreciated.
way, my favorite moment though from that
What's
day
that?
came from Jamie at the
boy.
table. So the waitress is like nonstop. You got to try the house salad. Our house salad is amazing. The house salad is amazing. It's amazing. The dressing's amazing. Okay,
She
we're gonna
sold
have
it.
it for the table. So as we're eating this now, I'm like, it's not bad. Jamie couldn't eat his. I'm like, what's wrong, man? He's like, yeah, I know it's not for me. So the lady comes back at the end and she's like, so how was the salad, guys? Jamie right away is like, terrible. Terrible. I could not believe this.
Yeah, it was more
Oh,
sad.
no, horrible or terrible? What did you say, Jamie?
No, he goes. She
Terrible.
said he said he
Terrible.
looked at her. He goes like this. If you ever seen Jamie, he's got like two expressions. He does the, or he'll do the terrible.
Yeah.
He says
Terrible.
it is terrible.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
Oh man, that's
Savage.
fun.
Now let's talk about when we went to Red Robin. We're sitting at the table. This first time he had an American burger. Right, we're with the family. I don't know why I said this to the waiter, but I said, "Can you cut the crap and can we
Oh
order?"
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You were
know how he-
hungry.
His,
know how you
his name
think-
was like Randy or something, right? So, and Randy's like, "Hi guys, welcome to Red Robin's. I'm going to serve you tonight." And he's like, "Hey, can we cut the crap? Let's just order."
I didn't even mean
Going
to.
on?
I didn't even mean to talk to him like that. I was
No,
thinking
I know.
in my head. I was thinking in my head, like
You were hangry.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite part of the Red Robin visit is Nick took a picture of all of us, and we didn't even notice it. There's a yum sign in the background. So it
Yeah.
said, like yummy. That's nuts. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. Boys, let's chop into this demo real quick. Look, we got some yum foam.
YumCars.
Pop me big, Eddie.
Oh, I
That's
got Pan's big
That's the
forehead.
wrong
Hold on.
one.
Hold
Look,
on.
what is this, Pan Show?
Oh gosh. Hold on. All right.
There we go. Look, yum foam. Nick, explain us yum foam. I'm going to dilute it 9-1 in the quiver foam cannon while I'm doing
Yes.
that. Give us that
So
rundown.
9-1. I'm not sure if you'll pre-lane citrus or you're just going in raw with the foam.
Raw,
Going in raw, like the wedding night.
How's
Oh,
the car?
yeah.
Is the car dirty? Is it protected? Is it not?
Let's pop up the wash cam, EC.
Wash cam. Oh, see, that's very clever.
That's
Ha,
proper
ha.
dirty.
Look here.
While you're pulling
got
that up,
pollen.
hey, can we get Pan's thoughts on how he liked the products first? Like, Pan, you used all these UK brands the first time.
Yep.
You used foam wash. You stole all my detail spray. This podcast was meant to roast you. So I'm literally in my garage, and while you're looking at the car here, I have 5 detailers, Yum
7.
detailers, right?
You said
No,
7.
no. They're gone, bro. I looked in the garage. Something happened, right? This ninja to the right hand corner is like, hey guys, I got 1 million subscribers. I need your detail spray. He goes inside, tells my daughters to wrap them like cocaine. They wrap them, right? He takes all my stuff. Look, this guy never brings a carry-on. He took the whole Yum garage, everything. My last bottle of Reset, foam, wheels. I don't even know where my wheels went, dog. I'm like,
Nick, you see what I'm going through with this guy all day, every day.
Ever since you left Pan, those 3 days, it would just be talking
My
about the
mental
weather.
health when I arrived in Pocatello, look at the screen, was right here. When I left Pocatello, it was crashing and burning. Now I'm having to rebuild myself all over again.
Eddie would be drinking a cup of coffee at say 7, 8 in the morning, just like a normal guy, and then he would be like, "Hey, do you know Pan took all my products?"
yeah, no.
I'm opening the cupboards, right? I'm like, man, how many detailers do you have, Eddie? He's like 6, 7. I don't know. I don't count them anymore. So I'm like, can I have one at least to bring back until Nick sends me a few? He's like, no, man, you can't, dog. I'm like, give you one.
Bro, I'm the most giving person.
You are.
I'm the most giving person. And the first thing you saw was, oh, I need that. See, if you would have stopped at the detailer, it would have been fine. But you took the whole line.
No. You were saying, take this one, take this too. You want this too, right?
No.
Remember?
Here's what Penn would do. He would open a new look, guys. When you're filming with celebrities, quote unquote, on the internet, they take a new bottle off the wall. Tell their ass to take the open one first. Okay. I had the open one first. And I was like, yo, use the open one. He's like, no, man, it looks better on camera. And then he takes that one, he opens it. So now I had in the garage him and Nick and Jamie half bottles of everything. And I had to mix them.
From morning to evening.
Nick, tell these people that you had to combine like 15 undress.
I'm going to remain neutral, guys.
Listen, I'd start filming, the bottle's half empty. Eddie comes in and says, for the camera, it should be better to have a full bottle. Here's the full bottle, Pan. And I'm like, I don't mind that. The lies and the deceit. Morning to I'd wake up, Eddie lying. I'd go to bed, Eddie lying. He'd call me up when I'm in bed. Hey, by the way, can I tell you another lie? It's lies.
All right, Jimmy, walk us through this because I'm detailless. I don't have interior cleaner anymore. I don't have my wash foam. What do you got, Jamie? What'd you do?
So while the foam is dwelling, it's breaking down that pile and all that good stuff. I'm gonna dilute some wash into our bucket. We got the Yum Wash Schmidt V2. What's this one called?
It's the tri-fiber.
The tri-fiber.
Yeah, that mid slaps.
Throw some of this in here.
Hey, nice. Georgina, by the way, yes, shout out to Georgina. She said Pan had to take some products because have you seen the tariffs that Canada's getting now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just found out about this morning. I looked at the news. I was like, oof.
I'm gonna go ahead and get in here.
Oh, so he's got. Wait, you're not gonna. What are you doing?
Get in here. Look here,
Jamie. We gotta send you some clean by Pan brushes. What are you doing there? What is
he's
that?
using Thor brushes. Fall back, Pan.
Hold on.
Fall back, Pan. He's using.
Okay, they're full. That's good. That's okay then.
There we go.
Here
we go.
Oh,
pop me up.
The box.
Hey.
Yay.
We got the box. Look, we got some brushes for you, Pan.
Those the Ultra Softs?
They are ultra soft. Bam. Fresh off.
Everyone, by the way, that was a super good launch, man. They just flew out the store. Yep. Yep.
They are soft. Very soft.
All right. So is this proper wash here, Nick? I got a question. My guy just went in brushing this. He didn't let it sit for the 5 minutes like you taught him. Like all the lessons you taught him today out the window. Is this proper? Can you do this?
Well, look, if you read the comments, and Pan, just if you want, because obviously you see a lot more comments as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's now a trend. In the past, I think about 7-8 years ago, everybody was just foaming on, obviously after a pre-rinse, and then just going through the panel gaps, or the badge, kind of what James is doing now, and it was accepted. And then I think in the last couple of years, everyone's like, oh my God, it's scratching because of X, Y, and Z, which is technically true. Because they said, look, you should rinse it, wash it, and then maybe have it in your back pocket with, say, like an APC, a citrus, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there has been a kind of switch. I'm reading the comment. There has been a switch with people having to rinse, etc. Personally, stop laughing.
Because he's reading the comment.
No. I see I'm not reading the comments. I just saw one.
Sorry.
Let the man concentrate.
Oh, you guys, honestly.
It's going to be a long night.
Long night.
Nick, continue on.
Yeah, so my argument to it is I've done it both ways. And the way I've done the longest was the version 1 of it, where you do it over the foam. And I'm thinking, right, on a painted car that is, high miler, I inspected, the areas. So panel gaps, badges, etc. Personally, I'm not getting any scratching. That is just my honest opinion when you inspect it and you've done it for years. Mm-hmm. But I understand the whole rinse, wash, and keep it in your back pocket. Does that make sense?
So yeah. I guess the question is, though, when we put foam on, right, we want foam to do its job.
Yep.
So you're cool with them brushing the emblems during the foam process, right?
I mean, it depends how bad the car is. If that car there has just been doing some off-roading for, 1,200 miles and it's covered in mud, then absolutely not. But listen, with Pan's brush, with a lubricating foam, there's not going to be rock in there. If there is, you shouldn't be doing
It's
it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
What is that square?
It's a coating I was testing. So the
Lord.
foam actually has high cling. You know, if
Yep.
you have a coated
You can see
vehicle, it
that.
has like really good cling on that coated surface. Does
Interesting.
anybody care to explain this phenomenon?
Are we allowed? What's the coating, or is it
That's a mystery.
mystery? Okay. Oh, that is very interesting. What's on the rest of the car?
Just like drying aids, spray sealants.
Okay. How old's the coating?
fresh.
It's fresh, yeah.
Oh, fresh. Because usually a coated vehicle, it depends on the brand. They actually become quite grabby after a while. This is why spray sealants exist and drying aids. So that's
If
why
that
I
was
asked how
fan
old.
sealant, it'll just flood because it doesn't last a week. Isn't that what people say?
I came
Man,
on to be roasted. I love this.
Man, how do you feel about the video I made for yours, right? Where we did the car together when we first launched your brand on that GMC. The guy goes to church with me. I see it every week. It's still beating.
Yep.
How'd you feel when people were like, this isn't real? Because I thought, man, this is for it to last through like the winter time. It did God's
And
work.
that's what we're seeing in the real world as well. It's a durable one, man. It's so good. But on that, Nick, for the square that I'm seeing, I'm guessing also if it's a coating, it might be temporarily masked with road film. And then so the
Yes.
foam is clinging more to that road film on that square compared to the others.
Correct, because normally drying aids as well, fresh drying aids, because it's so temporary, that type of slickness of a drying aid or a spray sealant like yours is very slick, right, Pan?
Yeah.
Even though it's not as good as a coating, nothing is.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of has like a temporary effect. I mean, it could be mineral deposits on there, like you just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Such
I'm
a
gonna give it a
loaded
rinse.
question.
You might have to mute me.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not. No, so Pan, while he's doing that off, that coating flop. Look at that coating. That coating sucks. What is that?
Why?
Why is
I
it
don't know what
flop?
I'm seeing because it's low res. Yeah.
Around it, and then a coating in the middle there.
Well, what's around it? Because what's around is beating as hard as my neck in the summer.
Yeah, good stuff.
Lord.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. I don't remember.
Interesting.
So how long do we want to let foam to sit on the car? And then when they use foam, right, you dilute it 1 to 9. You can
go a bit heavier as well.
You go a bit heavier. And then I'm going to ask these questions while he's spraying off. Can we use foam as a bucket wash?
You can use any detergent in a foam cannon or a bucket wash, right? Because it foams and it's slick. Now, whether you want to do that depends on the product. So a touchless foam, this is my philosophy. You want to make it as touchless as you can. So therefore, not to load it up in a mix, you want to remove the slickness and all that type of stuff for the contact, and you want to up either the cling time, cleaning time, etc. So technically, you can put foam in a bucket and wash. Is it slicker than a car shampoo? No. That's just me being really honest.
Nick, you and I have said it many times, but we think alike on so many levels. It's insane. I love the way this man thinks about his lineup and how he puts his chemicals together with a chemist.
Would you agree?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
So Pan, you use foam and wash. What are your synopsis on it? The first time you used it, remember you used, and during this time you used 7 different brands while you're at my house before these guys came.
Yep.
So what was your synopsis on foam and wash, and what really helped you? Like, what really got you thinking, like, dang,
it's good.
Yeah.
Well, for me, if I look at wash, I'm big on lubrication is my number one criteria when I'm talking about a bucket wash, because the majority of the soaps today in the bucket, they have good degreasing capabilities, but for a neutral soap to be able to give you such good lubrication, because for me, lubrication equals less chances of marring on the surface. Because when you're contacting that mitt on top of whatever surface, if it's bare clear coat or a wax, a sealant, whatever it is, you're going to do some sort of marring if you don't have great lubrication. I mean, just that mitt just glided on there. And the scent, again, all YumCars products that I smelled were like, woof. I give a lot of importance to a good scent experience. And there are many times I'm not going to say what future videos we have coming, but you're going to see me smile on camera because they're that good. But you can definitely feel the quality of the lubrication that you're using, and even under the wash media, man, that just glides. That in the concentration level, the suds that it gives, and you have hard water Eddie where you are, and everything is working super well. Yeah.
Hey, they got a question in chat. So Georgina wants to know, can Yum Wash be foamed on for a contact wash? It's actually Well, you answer this question, Nick. You're the guy.
Again, can any foamable product be foamed on? Of course it can. Technically, a wheel cleaner can be foamed on. That is the answer, just so people understand.
Yeah, but you want
chemistry.
them to do like you taught me in the thing, foam wash foam, just to get the lubrication, especially as
No,
hot
that's
outside.
correct. No, I just wanted to explain that any foamable product can be foamed on because of the way the aeration works in a foam cannon. So our pans wash, right, can be foamed on very well. And a lot of people don't do it because they talk about the cost per wash when they're detailing their own cars, which I don't believe in personally, or even as a detailer, really, because you should just charge accordingly for your services.
Yeah.
Now, I like to what's called do the double foam method. So I do the touchless stuff first, rinse it as Jamie just has on camera, and then I'll put a car shampoo on because it just gives me that extra slickness. And actually, the main purpose for me is not just slickness, it actually neutralizes the water better than just normal water.
Yep.
And that is why I do it.
And if you're working in direct sunlight, to continue what you're saying, Nick, especially a neutral soap that you're blanketing on the vehicle, it just gives you that extra delay of stuff not drying on the surface. You're protected by that pH neutral shampoo.
Correct.
That you foam down there while you're doing the contact wash. And the good thing about neutral soaps is even if it dries on the surface, when you're going to rinse, that's going to easily go away and they should leave no streaking, no residue.
And it's better for it to dry on rather than non-DI water, which has got calcium and magnesium in there as well.
Correct.
So, Jamie, what did you foam on just now, bud?
So I just foamed on. So how I do it is I just refoam what's left in my foam cannon.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Nick?
No, that's fine. I mean,
cleaning power. What do you think?
No, that's fine because you've got wash in the bucket.
Yeah,
because a lot of so that's totally fine, and you don't want to waste the product. Now, if you had foam in the bucket, again, nothing's going to go wrong, and the car's not going to implode. But I would say you just want to do a little bit of kind of a slickness check. But obviously, as we've just seen on camera, you've got wash in the wash pad, and don't forget, most people like to just do a traditional wash with no foam. So the fact that you've got it in the bucket, whatever you've got foamed on the paint's not going to harm the car. Nice.
You know what's wild about all this is how slick that is. Look how slick that is. You show it.
Oh, it's insane.
Put it on the glass. Throw it on the glass like you do.
Hey.
Oh, nice. So while we're here, we got Nick. Nick, you tried Pan's products before?
Yep, I've got them all. I was the first person in the UK. I was going to import them from you guys, but then I thought, like, I knew that they were coming to the UK, so I thought, look, I just wait whatever it was, 4 weeks, etc. And I had a bit of inside knowledge when they were dropping, and I bought every single one of them.
What was your initial thoughts about the Pan shampoo? Not that we're sucking Pan off tonight, because everybody, I hate Pan's guts. But what was your initial thoughts on Pan's Pan shampoo? And you know what I'm asking, right?
Let a Pan compliment slip by. You know what I'm saying? He's got to follow
I can't let Pan always win in life. Pan's been winning since 2016.
He can't do it.
You can't. Pan, I love you. You're my boy. All right. So Pan, let's hear what Nick has to say. Walk us through what kind of results did you get? You have hard water where you're at, right? You're in by London, like 2 hours away from London.
Yeah. So everywhere in the UK, I mean, people say I've got hard water. I've got hard water. Look, in the UK, unless you live in the Highlands of Scotland or some like weird place, you're in the medium to hard range. And the further you go down south, so if you're in London and the surrounding areas, the water is horrific. And the further more north you go, it gets progressively better up until you get to the mountains. In fact, that's where they do all the spring water kind of bottling. So it's really nice. Now, it's very hard for me to say this without causing a huge war, because obviously comments and people may not understand. But from my test bed experience, I test as a pure enthusiast, and this is how we, first tested the products and then developed the products. So taken away from Pan, because a lot of people will buy it on the back of Pan, right? And then they've already got a judgment, whether it's the following or the 17 million videos that Pan has done, etc. So they've got some sort of idea in their head. And I was like, no, I'm going to do it, as I would test a product. Again, completely off camera. No, like even you didn't know. I bought it, didn't tell anyone.
That's true.
And I just tested it and I thought, right, let's test. Is it a good shampoo? Is it a bad shampoo? Now, all I will say is there are certain people out there lying, right? And I don't appreciate it. It's a very nice shampoo. It's slick. I've tested it at 1 mil, a million mil. I mean, yeah, I went through quite a few bottles actually. But I just wanted to see what can I do at 10 mil, what can I do at 100 mil, like the way I use it. It's a great shampoo. It's slick, it's thin. So obviously ours is thicker, yours is thinner. So it's actually a lot easier to mix.
Yeah.
And then it's, again, some people love thin shampoos, some people love thick shampoos. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because if your shampoo like ours is thick, you just shake the can extra. I mean, it's first world problems, right?
Yeah.
First world problems. Dang. It's
exactly.
True.
Hey,
I'm
just being honest. Yeah,
I'm
being honest.
Pick it up, bro.
And it's beautiful shampoo. And we've tried on all the foam cannons, the ones that traditionally do thicker foams, sometimes that do wetter foams. Beautiful.
People forget though that it's mainly a shampoo for the bucket, right? So even though you can put it in a foam cannon, how did you like it in the bucket, Nick?
No, it's beautiful. It's slick. So I sometimes when I do my testing, I do it on cars that we either highly maintain because I know the feel, or cars that I know that I have here that have got like zero protection. So I've got like all the extremes. And primarily I use it in the bucket. So when I first tested, I think the first 4 or 5 washes, I didn't foam your shampoo on, because I'm like, right, rinse it. So I used our pre-wash, all that type of stuff. And then I put it in the bucket and I washed it, because that is the true test. Like the car's got nothing on it, unlike what Jamie's is doing. And I washed it. It's very slick. Very, very slick.
Well, man, thanks. Appreciate that.
I mean, what else can I say? You know, and then the other 17 times that we did it, then I started playing around with what happens if I do like a half in between my process, my full process of how I wash kind of our vehicles. So I tried it all the ways because I want to know, right? It's different chemistry. I certainly know that we've got different rows, because the North American market can or can't get your rows, and we can't get some of your rows.
Yeah.
So as a pure detailing enthusiast, irrespective what your name is, irrespective of how big your YouTube channel is, everybody should, one, support you. You've done the industry a massive service for so many years, right?
Thank you, Nick.
No, I'm talking from the heart.
Before the podcast.
Say again.
How much did he pay you before the podcast?
No, I'm talking from passion, Eddie, because I'm
kidding.
Yeah, it just frustrates me sometimes when people 100%. take, and then when somebody releases, a car shampoo, we're talking about car shampoos, right? And they're like, oh no, I'm like I'm big against that, huge. So even if you buy one shampoo, if you multiply that by enough people, everybody's happy. You support us. I mean, just look at what's happening politically right now. You're supporting your continent, America, Canada. Everybody's happy, and you get to wash a car. So I'm just talking as an enthusiast here. Forget companies, forget chemistry.
That's why it's a good vibe, right? I just when I saw your results on video versus some others, I was confused, but it's neither here or there. I just want to see if you use this stuff, because I know Pan used your stuff and stole all of my stuff that I had of your stuff to take back home with him. And I know I did that because the tariffs are harsh right now. We got a question in chat, and I think this is time, let's answer this question without getting feelings hurt, okay? No one get their feelings hurt.
Yep.
All right, let's see how honest you all are. What's your least favorite product in each other's line?
Pan, what do you hate about Pan, or you first?
Go you first, Nick.
No, wait. I want to go Pan. Roast Detail Co. first. What's your least favorite product? Be honest.
Oh, man.
It's tough, because when a line's good, what's the least
exactly favorite? You have to pick one that you'd still would purchase, right? Man, I have to think of this. That's a freaking good one. Whoever has an idea, go before me.
For me, BDE sucks.
What?
I think BDE needs an upgrade. It hits my throat too hard. I'm just being honest. I think it's a product. As a product, it works well. I just think it hurts my throat. You know what I'm saying? It hits the throat too hard.
It hits hard.
So that's me.
It is hard.
Yeah, BDE for me is one of those.
That's not what he's asking, though. He's not asking you what you think in your line. It's on the other people's lines, right?
Oh, I was just gonna roast myself. Like BDE.
What's your least favorite product in each other's lines?
Oh, I think you're a spray seal, not your spray seal, you're a spray panel prep. And the only thing I don't like, I like my smell better, but it works real good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you picked your own scents. You love what you love with the scent. For me, that's it. Everything else is amazing. And then for Yum,
Man, it's tough. These are like top tier brands,
for
man.
Yum, for me was, and this was before he showed me how to use it. I didn't see a need for Foam Plus. Does that make sense?
Fair.
Until I learned how to use it. Because if I would have been a consumer, and this is what I'm learning about our site, is there's so many products on our site that if a normal Joe goes in and looks at it and be like, what do we buy? What's this for? What's this mean? Until Nick had to explain it to me, here's how you use it. I was like, oh, that's pretty amazing, right?
Interesting. Okay.
And I wish Foam, and
education.
I wish Foam had a scent.
I can tell you why it doesn't have a scent. There's actually a reason behind it, and we've been really vocal about it. And that's because every time we try to put the scent in, the way we've developed our pre-wash foam, as per the videos that have already been filmed, a lot of foams will like hit thick. Thickness can be measured in different ways, and they'll clump and they'll just go woof, like this off the panel. So obviously the way we've made it stick to the panels is like really cool because you can make it move. Now, every time we did a scent since 2019, it affected the raw performance. And I'm like, right, do we do a scent and reduce the performance, or do we have no scent and keep the performance where we're happy? That's why it doesn't have a scent.
Okay. Questions about snags and towels all the time. Look, this is what you do.
It's a scent.
Rip it
A
out
pan, like your panel press real good. Just for me, it's just a scent. That if I had to nitpick, we're nitpicking now. It's a panel prep. No one gives a shit, right?
Exactly.
Pan, what do you think about Yum? What's one thing you were like, oh man, they could do something different?
That's a nice one.
That one slaps.
Nice.
That clean my pan sealant slaps.
So
yeah, I like
work.
I like all the Yum products that I tried so much that if I had to be nitpicky, I would just say the same thing, the Shampoo Plus, just because I don't use soaps that have protection in them. That's just a personal thing. But if somebody likes that, it's a very good one, though.
See, we didn't even know that because it's not really a soap. This is what confused me too. So, like, if you dilute it in a sprayer, right? If you take, and this is what I learned while Nick was here because I didn't know. Like, if we take a spray bottle and you dilute it with distilled water 9-to-1, it becomes like a wet coat. You can spray it on the panel, spray it off. The wild part about it is it worked on matte paint.
Yeah,
it worked on satin wheels. It didn't stain, and it's hydrophobic as balls. Like that. See, I didn't know, and that's why I didn't understand. And I think the feedback you gave Nick when he was here, he's actually taking that feedback. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, Nick.
No, 100. It's going to cost us a lot of money. That's all I'm going to say. The feedback that you three have given us, we are just redoing the whole thing. Just poof. Like I listened to it, and you know what? It's great. I understand what undress is, right? A lot of the fans understand what undress is. Mm-hmm. But then what happens if you don't? And I thought, you know what? That's actually really good because we all like sometimes you become tunnel visioned.
Yeah.
And then when two people in a non-horrible way, right? It's called constructive criticism for a reason. But like, well, have you thought of maybe doing this? And I've been thinking about it for days. And I said to Kelly, Pan, Jamie, and Eddie have said this. She was like, yeah.
Oh, that was Pan's. Pan, look,
Pan was the original guy when you guys were in the live and he said, have you considered doing this? And I was like, oh my God.
So the feedback Pan gave Nick was like, if you look at their bottles, they're pretty, right? And Pan's always looking at bottles. If you get to know him, the first thing he does with everything is look at the descriptions, look at the bottles, reads them. He's very thorough. And he was like, man, I don't know what this is. And the feedback he gave was like, what if Yum had undress tire cleaner right under it?
Right.
Foam, pre-wash, wash, bucket. So it makes sense. Like now you pick it up, like, the feedback.
I like to know right away from the label what type of product is this, because the names can be fancy and complicated, or like you guys at Thor, the more themed type thing. But I always still like to know what the product is.
Well, we got to fix our labels because you roast. Jamie and I were thinking like it's hard to read the labels on the shelf. Our whole idea was to make detail code for the people, like put your own sticker on it, right?
Yeah.
But what we're learning is people don't give a crap about that. They want to read the label.
Exactly. And they like the brand to be apparent.
Yep.
I do want to say that Jamie wrote all the labels. It had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I'm not thinking any L's for Jamie anymore. I'm tired. He dodges and weaves every shot.
Sure.
To keep
The label
it fair,
that reads the best, Loki, I wrote. FYI.
The one. Okay, he takes credit for the one. Like, okay, let's see how it is.
I'll answer your question because I was the only one that didn't
Yeah,
answer.
go ahead. Answer the question.
Eddie's house.
And this is honestly, it's really hard because it's like saying, well, which one of your kids don't you like as much, right?
Yeah.
It's when you've got a great line that you're trying to kind of review or kind of nitpick in, it's a little bit unfair. But if it was me, only because of my process, if I was doing a heavy compounding step, I wouldn't pick up the spray polish. I know, and by the way, I've already tested it. I know how to mitigate any polish to make it more aggressive or non-aggressive with the same bottle, right? So when I was testing pan spray polish, I can make it heavy cut, light cut, medium cut, whatever, right? And I can all do it without dusting. But if you're doing a two-step, for example, let's be really traditional here, microfiber compound, foam, and a refining kind of polish. That's the only thing, like a new beginner will be like, I want more cut. I can't get more cut.
It's because they don't know how to do it, right? So
yeah, because they don't know how to do it. That's what I mean.
And this is go back to everything we're saying. Education, what we're learning is key.
Yep.
Like how many times do you use pan spray sealant dry? When do you use foam plus? Would you use it before ceramic coating? No. Would you use pan polish dry every day? It'll reject itself. BDE, if you use it straight, why is it hitting your throat? Well, dude, you're using it straight, hitting your throat. The compound, like Nick, you make a good point. Like I took Pan's compound, I did a 2-step on one of his videos that we did for him, and I was able to get great results. I think education is so important these days.
No, but then I'll answer that question about Pan spray polish. By the way, beautiful, right? And the perfect example, I don't know if we captured this, that white, is it the white Tundra?
The one I burned paint through? Yeah, pissed me off, bro.
Right? And half the hood was PPF. Now, we soaked it in an acidic car soap, then, citrus, everything. Like, we literally bleach washed it. Then we dried it, and everyone's like, oh my God, look at the PPF. It's like, it looked like, it was just a nightmare, right? What product did I use, Pan? I picked up, I think it was a foam pad.
Spray polish,
yeah. Spray polish one, pow, like this. Or as you say, Eddie, I double tapped the one, pow, pow, light. And then I came in, I said, guys, come and have a look at this. And the pad was just rotten. It was just picking up everything. Yeah. And the staining, by the way, I think it was like pH 3.5 at that point, didn't come off. Citrus, boom, boom, boom. I was doing all this. Nothing was coming off because it's a stain, right? Pan spray polish, like this, gone. And that PPF, Eddie, you tell me, that was nice.
That was impressive, yeah.
I think God you did that because I was so deflated after burning. Look, I haven't burned paint. There's a difference between burning paint. Let me talk about my worst moment. Okay, my worst moment of this whole trip was, and this was God humbling me. I said I was the best paint corrector in this room. Didn't care about anybody. Didn't care about Pan, Nick, Jamie. Best paint corrector in this room. Bust out the rotary. By the way, DIY cord-free rotary slaps, bro. All right, bust that out. Bust
it literally slapped the paint out of your bumper.
Take the damn paint.
I put end game on there. I come in, and if you look back on the video, my pad was flat. I wasn't putting a lot of pressure. Like it was proper technique. The whole thing flew off. And at that moment, it's like when you guys left, I tested on my Tundra paint didn't fall off. So there's something wrong. I don't know. But I learned like no matter how good your technique is, no matter what you're using, you can still damage paint, is what I learned, right? So it's just part of life. Go ahead, Jimmy. What you got?
That's the Tri-Fiber new V2 pad, right, Nick? From
YumCars microfiber is what I learned. Like, what is this? This is nuts.
It's cool. Like how cool is that? I mean, it's a wash pad, guys. Come on, wash pad.
Are you gonna Nick? Are you gonna turn that into a mitt? You know I'm a mitt guy. That type of material in a mitt.
I can do that.
Oh,
that should be a Panda organizer
lab
with YumCars.
Well, somebody actually, Pan. This is interesting. I believe you replied to it. But before I say that,
yes, I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. I'm inundated. Literally, I'm actually having panic attacks right now. I'm waking up, and my phone is just going pow, pow. It was just unbelievable. So I go on there, 772 replies, and I'm like, right, where do I start? Now I've got Jamie on text messages introducing me to people. So I've got texts, WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram.
Dang, look at that hydrophobics. Hold on. Oh my Lord. Did you just top that?
Yep, fan sealant.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's on there, man? That's beautiful.
Now it has a base layer of Katiba ceramic coating here, spray coating, and then what's left of the spray waxes. So that's top. Well, before it wasn't that hydrophobic.
And then the spray sealant on top. Nice.
Little clean ceramic spray sealant.
That's nuts.
So Nick, you got welcomed to USA and Canada, North America. Now the emails are popping, the texts are popping. What were you saying?
It's popping, yeah. So I'm trying to keep up with like on your video, as you've seen, I've been trying to reply to as many as I can. And
That's
there was
awesome.
an interesting
People
guy.
love seeing the brands like come into the chat there.
Yeah, I have a really important view on that. It infuriates me when you've got either Jamie over there slaving or Eddie or UPan, right? And whichever brand in question that you want to talk about. And when you read the comments, there's just nothing. And I'm like,
yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
What?
I like to see brands being involved and showing that they appreciate the people.
Exactly, and that's the first thing I did when Thor dropped it, when Jamie dropped his video, when you dropped your video. I'm always as best as I can, unless obviously there's something majorly happening here. But there was a guy who mentioned, you know what I'm talking about, Pan, right?
The collab.
Yes, yeah. And I was like, that is interesting. And then obviously, like you're talking about the mate like version, which you can again, if we make it in a certain way where you can fold it in on itself to where it makes it an ultra thin pad. Without affecting any of the kind of characteristics, that's no problem. See, I'm more of a pad guy, so it's like it's literally.
We need that wash mitt collab.
People in the comments, do they want to see a YumCars and Clean by Pan collaboration product?
They want to see.
Let us know. Sure. Let us know what the people want, what the culture wants.
Jamie, you used a wash and you did the wash literally like 46 minutes. We were talking. We're just collaborating here. Shout out to Chris Miller. Happy birthday, Chris. Happy 40th.
Happy birthday.
You have a YumCar wash package coming your way from Thor. But in this video, we have Pan the organizer. Thanks for coming on because Pan usually wakes up at midnight. And then we have Nick. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning there. We're going to do a giveaway. We have 105 people on today. We're going to do a giveaway.
Wow, that's nice, man. Thanks for everyone being there.
Yeah, thanks for being on and just talking to us. We're going to give away everything that was used in this video except for all the chemicals. Let's say chemicals except for the wash mitt. Of course, I don't have any because my first order I asked Nick.
We don't have wash mitt.
He was on vacation, didn't tell me what I needed to get. And then we're gonna give you a Clean by Pan spray sealant, foam, and wash. And I'm gonna
just be honest, Eddie. 4.5 hours before Black Friday went live. Order, boom, can I air freight? I was like, Eddie, literally.
Somebody save me.
Gone, all gone.
We're gonna. I wish I was giving away. Jamie ain't going nowhere, dude. Jamie ain't going nowhere. So let's give away. We should. Hey, Jamie, you want to do 2 kits? We'll do a detail code version, and then what you have there. And each version will give away a Clean by Pan sealant because that sealant slaps.
Can I come up with one of the questions? Something.
Yeah, you're the man. Go ahead, Pan.
All right, let's. How many questions are we doing?
We'll do 2. We'll do 2 giveaways.
Well, we'll have Nick do one, and I can do one.
Nick, in the UK, if I pay you, can you provide the giveaway in the UK?
I'll do one better. You don't pay me, and I'll just send it.
All right, UK, you qualify.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question. Are we doing this now, Eddie?
Right now, yep.
All right. So, what was the piece of a part of bakery, something that Pan tasted for the first time on this trip to Pocatello? What was it? Go.
It was wild.
Already in. Man, that thing came fast.
Who got it? Adamo. Well, I don't know who got it. You pick, Jamie. I ain't picking nothing. There's
Ghost popped up on mine. See first on y'all. Scroll up.
Let me see here.
I'll let you guys decide.
Yep. XXM Ghost was the first on mine.
Hey, so I can't ship to Canada because the tariffs cost more than the soap. So you got a U.S. address.
Ghost is a giveaway monster.
Yeah, Ghost is a beast. All right,
monster.
We'll give another one away. Nick, you asked the question this time.
Are we doing it from the trip, or are we doing it?
Do whatever you want.
How hard do you want it?
Hard enough that Ghost doesn't win again.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a few fans in here who watched it way back, the content. I'll make this a hard one. What regiment did I serve in?
Oh, you should have saw. Hey, if you didn't see the Netflix documentary, that was my masterpiece.
You haven't seen the story of YumCars.
I'm going to read the comments.
Head over to the YouTube, check it out.
That was a great interview, by the way. You guys did well on that.
We should Clean my Pan like that. Dang, bro,
yeah,
we screwed up.
We should.
We got Tony Cheek. Shout out to Nick McGurk. His the guy who filmed our stuff. Trash.
Did somebody get it?
Well, people are saying the service, so Army, Navy.
But you're asking for a specific regimen, right?
Yes. If it's too hard, I can make it
sometimes,
easy.
you know, they got to be a fan, bro. Like, you either get it or you don't. While we're waiting, what are some things? Let's ask the question in chat. Oh, someone got it. I ain't gonna click on names, but you know,
Nick's on it. Look.
Nick.
Yes,
it's getting hot in the swamp, boys.
I'm trying to read the comments. I think no one's going to guess it, so I can make
it
an easy one. No.
Is it a number?
Yes, it's a 2.
Oh, so nobody.
In fact, I'll make it easy. You don't have to do the specific number because it's 1 to 5. You could just do the regiment. Like if you can get the regiment correct, then
bro, that was a hard question. That like
very, very hard. Yeah.
What is Kelly's favorite food?
He wants people to fail.
Mushy peas.
There's only like 5 choices in UK, apparently, is what we've learned. So,
yeah, we're gonna be screwed. We're gonna do a Thor tour.
Well, Georgina was close with a number, so
worldwide tour.
Yeah, we are. Fan, you should come out.
Yeah, that'd be sick. The trio traveling place to place, country to country.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
What's the answer so we can see if anybody got it?
Guys, let's make ourselves a promise that when we make it to the UK, because we have to, Nick has to be one of the shops first on our list. Click.
Number 1.
Yeah, we're gonna go with
friendship we built there is nuts.
Hey, what's the number, Nick?
It's 2. Shall I just give you the answer?
Wait, no, someone got it.
Yeah,
who got it?
Find your light detailing A2.
I think Georgina was first, right? No, hold on.
Yeah, but it's not the regiment. But if you just want to go by the number, then we can. It's up to you how you want to do it. Technically not.
Oh gosh,
sorry, Georgina.
In fact, I'll tell you the answer, but I'll ask you a question because this happened super recently, and everybody here probably would have watched it. It's what? Sorry.
Read the screen, bro.
Infantry.
Oh, no.
Man, this is a tough one.
Right, so I'm going to say, right.
Even the Navy SEAL would be like, I don't know.
Right, so.
Poor Georgina. Poor
New question. Everybody died in chat. The whole chat died. The whole chat died.
No.
New question, Nick.
It's 2 rifles. My fault. Right. What did Jamie feed me on the reel that went boom?
Okay.
What did he feed me? That made me go, ooh.
Dang, that infantry number was hard as balls,
that was
bro. Hard. That's like you guys roasted me for sitting in the thing and saying you guys come up with the dumbest questions. That question was top 5 dumbest.
Fried pickles.
Who got it?
Keith Firebird, I believe. He's first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keith Firebird.
Boom. All I need is address Keith because I believe you've already DM'd us. I'll send you a kit. Easy.
Keith, you're getting a no, you're not sending that kit to US. We already got a US winner, and that was XM Ghost for the Yum stuff. This is for detail coat and a spray sealant. Keith, email Jamie.
I'm sorry.
Both you and XM Ghost email Jamie. Remember US address. I can't ship to Canada. Sorry, folks. Especially nowadays, shipping to Canada costs me my kids. My lord.
Becca says, what was the answer again for the regiment?
What's the official answer? Yeah,
it was 2 rifles.
Two rifles. That's the name of a regiment.
Write it down for the future.
Sounds like a restaurant where you might not get out of there alive.
Correct.
Wait. He said, wait. He did say this.
Oh wow.
I guess
hey, wait. He Firebird. Sorry, you didn't win. Crap.
No. You know what? No, I'll front that. So Keith and Ryan has supported us. I know Ryan, right? So he's also getting it.
Yeah.
So why don't I buy 2 kits?
Ryan deserves
you guys.
No, we got
you know what?
Right, email Jamie at thehouseofrags.com. You 3.
That is really accurate, by the way.
Yeah, that's real accurate. Like, I can't believe you pooped on Ryan, bro. He's a fan.
But the thing is, though, Eddie, I'm not.
Treated me. Hey, can you edit my videos? I'm like, bro.
I've got 2 screens open and I'm blind, so that's why I'm leaning forward because I can't see the screen.
Ryan and the 2 other people who won, Jamie at the House of Rags, get it in, and then we got like 7-8 minutes left.
All right, let's ask some questions. Let's answer some questions.
Let's some questions. Question in chat.
Look, I think people are because I posted some hype around the Yum Detailer because I love it so much. Pan stole the Yum Detailer, took it back to Canada. Eddie's out of it. Nick, what makes this detailer so good?
Touched by God. Let's put this face on. Let's put this mug on. Who is he?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's slick. It's dilutable up to a certain point.
Well, I know we've been diluting mine for the last bottle like 18 times.
Yeah, we had to stretch it out.
And it leaves zero protection, which nowadays is very, very hard. A lot of drying aids are almost light spray sealants. And obviously, in the word of quick detailer, the word's quick. And if you want to then potentially, if you're really, really pressed and you don't have, say, a waterless wash or rinseless wash, a lot of people will reach for the quick detailer. That's the traditional old school way. Now, if you're spraying on a light spray sealant on a lightly contaminated car, you've got a buff, right? So if you've got a protective product, you need to remove the residue. And this is where problems really begin, because you're wiping or double wiping on a dirty panel, it just becomes a mess. So yeah, no protection, proudly. And I'm probably the only brand out there to say X product has got zero protection, because everybody's trying to say I've got 72 months out of a quick detailer. It's just, that's not my philosophy.
Now you got to answer these questions. So is it a concentrate then that you could dilute it?
So it's concentrated, but it's not a concentrate like you're talking APCs or car shampoo. So you can like realistically, if you're talking in the summer, you can knock it 1-to-1. If you really want to push, you're talking 1-to-2, but that's the maximum. That's a false economy at that point. So if you're trying to knock it like 15-to-1, please don't bother.
Just use it as is, guys. It's so
Dude,
good.
it is. I'm telling you right now, I felt bad for lying. I think that's why God took it away from me, because I hid the detailers behind everything else in the shop. And I told them I was out, but then Pan kept searching. Pan doesn't give up, by the way.
Pan was digging some.
Pan does not give up. One thing you know about him, he gets it done. He kept looking. He's like this. Bro, guys.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Can I just add? Because I did something that Pan actually doesn't yet know. He doesn't know. He's about to know. So I've got 2 bottles of each of Pan's line. And I used it neat as it's meant to be used, the same as with our drying aid, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful as it is. But then I actually knocked Pans down 1-to-1. Like I got a liter bottle, I just went like this.
Which one, my ceramic spray sealant?
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So I knocked it with water and I'm like, right, let's have a look. It's not meant to be diluted. I'm actually halving the effects, right? But I'm doing it for a reason of I can now maybe potentially overspray slightly. So if I'm doing I'm using the words like a waterless wash, I'm actually putting a bit more lubrication down through the spray. Because it's diluted, right? And I'm almost doing like a scooping motion. Mm-hmm. So I just tried it. I thought, right, is it going to split? Am I going to like separate oil and water? I'm just testing it. If I killed it, I just put it in the bin and buy another bottle. So that's the thing. You can slightly kind of change the product. Like I changed it. I wouldn't recommend doing it with a spray sealant, but I'm just doing it kind of for myself. A spray sealant is for protection only. Whereas a drying aid, if you just need a little bit more liquid on the panel because you want to scoop away maybe some bird poo,
correct,
or anything like that, like you can do it. That's the answer.
Oh, by the way, Nick, your detailer in the Yum line, if people don't know where to start, get a bottle of wash, get a bottle of foam, and get that detailer. That'll give you a very good introduction to YumCars. It's killer. But as you know, Nick, I'm also working on a quick detailer of my own for the clean.
Oh,
you
snap.
And these guys have tested it. The world is going to be on check. I think it's going to be complementary, different than yours. But man, I think those are going to be 2 excellent detailers.
There you go.
Top tier with 2 different jobs.
It's amazing.
You're gonna have to wait on the next re-up because Yum Detailer sold out about 3 hours ago. So the gallon, I think we still have a couple gallons, but if you want some of this first round Yum stuff, you better get on it because it is.
Boys of Details officials are in the chat.
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, you're gonna have to try this Yum. Look pop Joel or Sal up. Look, y'all have to try
Thank
this
you.
Yum, all right?
I appreciate the support.
By the way, Nick, tell me if I have good eyes, but in the background there, I think I see the development of the rinseless wash and a bottle of Reset. Am I right?
Grab it, Nick. Grab it. We got to talk about it. Grab it.
So I'm leaving. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to do some Easter eggs.
Eagle eyes,
Easter eggs.
So I'm doing some Easter eggs. And obviously there's a hat there and all that type of stuff. I'm just messing with people's eyes. And I'm actually really surprised, Panda, you see, I'm blind. So that's good, sharp eyes.
Okay, can you tell us why Yum Reset's the best product in the lineup?
Yum Reset
loves it.
Who said that? Can you tell us why Reese is your best product in the lineup? Who said that? I mean, it's really subjective. Some people don't even know an acid shampoo exists. So
he's in.
It's slap.
Unless you
3 in
guys
1. 3 in 1. What's it mean, Nick? 3 in 1.
Okay,
What's
yeah,
it do?
I'll read the comments. So the 3-in-1, it's, as Eddie, you've done the testing. It's one of those shampoos that whether you half it or you increase the volume of water by halving the strength all the time, just keep putting more water in, it stays acidic. Very strong acid, by the way. And that it's his main thing, because if you then double up a bucket of water with, say, anything else, some shampoos are actually going from an acid scale to an alkaline scale, and it's marketed as an acid shampoo. So obviously that is unacceptable when a shampoo is designed to do a certain job. So in terms of 3-in-1, it's a mild strip soap, as you guys call it. So if the protection's towards the end, it will really kind of help etch into it and give you a blank surface. It's a mild water softener because it just drops the pH of the water itself. So pH usually of water is in the alkaline scales, so you can actually start knocking it down. And it's also a very mild water spot remover, right? So obviously if it's being baked in at 100 Fahrenheit, you've got no chance.
Yeah.
Even wet sand probably won't do anything. And of course, its fourth kind of job, which can tie in with job number 3, it completely rejuvenates coatings or heavy solvent protection, so like paste waxes, spray sealants, which are like really heavy to apply. It really, I'm going to use the word bleaches, but it bleaches the top coat of the protection to where it takes everything off. And when you hit water on it, like Jamie just has, for example, it then comes back to looking like that. So
beautiful.
Yep.
Yes, it is an acid wash. Franco, reset. All right. Victor just wants that rinseless talk. He just wants some hot rinseless talk. What can you tell the man?
is it my job to say?
Yeah.
You've got Eddie up there looking very quiet.
I don't know what Eddie's doing.
Eddie's creating bundles.
Food.
People want bundles. I'm making it right now.
Okay, how about a kit of small sample? Eddie,
I got it. I got the bundles going on the site right now.
What you making for him? Tell him what you making.
I'm making a UK wash bundle, a Yum UK wash bundle. That'll be wash, foam, citrus. I'm gonna make a interior bundle, and I'm gonna make a. I don't have a quick detailer, so I have to play around with what I got. But yeah, it'll be on the site.
What is?
That's crazy. Eddie doesn't do that for Clean by Pan. He only does.
You have 12 bundles on the site, dog. This guy,
there's literally a Pan's kit section, fan.
I can ask Eddie stuff. I can ask Eddie stuff for like a month. Yeah, I got you, dog. I got you, dog. Nothing's happening. Nick doesn't even say a word, just lifts a finger. Eddie's there. Pop, 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 pop. Bundles, packages, updates
on the internet.
Going, boop, 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 boop.
If you guys go to the house bundles on the website, you'll start seeing your garage therapy, Mild Deep, YumCars. I'm gonna start adding bundles. People are asking. I'm gonna start doing it. Keep talking. And Clean by Pan, I'm removing all from the site right now.
I know you guys are gonna boot me out.
Like Chingy says, don't even worry about the 16s. Get the gallons. Have a good time. All right.
I appreciate you.
What can make the detailer streak, or is it streak free?
If you put it on a red hot panel that's been baking in the sun, you're bleaching all of the wetting agents like instantly. And this is, by the way, even water, right? You just go like it sizzles so quick. Don't do that. And very rare cases. I mean, I have tried 3/4 of a bottle on a hood, like a fairly small one. I literally was going pop, 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 pop like this, and it's not streaking.
We need this T-shirt. You know, Yum 316 means Nick's got a rinseless wash on the way. Look here. What products does he need for a wash, clay, seal process with the Yum line
on the site?
Look, this guy.
Wow,
on the site, kids.
Already there. Bam.
Bam. Kit live.
So you could do one of two ways. You could do a, in terms of obviously the wash and the clay never changes. In terms of the clay and the seal, it depends how fast you want to go. You could actually use the ceramic spray sealant, which is actually really, really slick, right? And that's a great lubricant. And then you can almost kind of like dry it off, because at that point you'll get no residue from our clay block because it's fully synthetic. So you could do it that way. Or if you want to do a more traditional way, you clay it, you rinse it, the panels are really wet. Now, Foam Plus actually works better the flatter the car. So a lot of people say, oh, maybe needs a bit of mild protection on, or this, that, or the other. The flatter the paint, as in flat as a pancake, with water, there's actually more water for it to grab onto. So if you want to do it like that, you can clay it, rinse it, Foam Plus, rinse, dry, done.
Definitely get the gallons. There you go with the wash clay seal. Get you some gallons of Yum. That's almost all that's left. Herrix, what's the dilution? What did we come up with, boys? We did some testing on this rinseless wash. They argued live about
we almost had a divorce.
I mean, the first live stream, they're arguing live on national television about the dilution. What do we come up with?
All right, can we talk about this?
All right. Hey, by the way, Keith just mentioned something. You better check the website. He says something's $5. Buy it before Eddie sees.
Oh boy,
typical mistake. LOL.
I hope it's clean by pan coatings. $5. Pan be so $5 for the next 10 minutes.
This is hey. By the way, I hope you enjoyed my presence, Eddie, because this is my last live stream with you on it, buddy. Take it in. I'll do it with Eddie. I'll do it with Jamie. No problem. I'll do it with Nick. No problem. But you, no.
He's out.
This is the end of that.
He's blocked.
I can't believe you got upset. I just made you a kit. I made Pan's wash clean seal kit from the video. It's on the site.
Hey, let me pull the violin. Can you see here? The world's smallest violin.
The biggest flop of 2025 was when I fell off the creeper and hit the wall, and my whole body shook.
Hard. You shook the whole house.
Dude, the whole house shook. The floor shook. The truck shook.
And the wall didn't survive. Honestly, like you hit it at such an angle, you just went right through with your elbow.
All right, we got any more questions or what? Did we finish the dilution question?
Well,
I don't think so.
No, so the traditional dilution. I've like literally today. I actually finished officially the description label for this, and it's been sent off to our trusted company to make. And I've actually done a lot of dilution. So I've been told not to do this because it may confuse people, and it will. The more lines you put into something, the more people can kind of get confused. But if you want the cheat code, you go for the traditional dilution. And we actually tested this with Eddie, right?
6-1 is nuts. Look, we have Nemesis V2 and
back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
And then we knocked it towards a 349 to 1.
And then I walked aside and we stopped touching your crap the rest of the night.
So yeah, you can go really high, but it all depends on common sense. There's Kelly. Oh, don't have to wait. She's crazy. I mean, look, it's now
Kelly,
7
we love
past
you. That's
1.
awesome. She's such a supportive
real one. Hey, everyone in chat,
the way
you want her to be in more videos,
Nick, is just beautiful to see, and the way you talk about her too. That's real love. That's a true power couple, both operating in the business.
Yep.
Big shout out to both of y'all.
Yeah, no, there you go, Kelly. There's she's great. Unbelievable. But she won't come on videos. Jamie's been talking about her. He's hit me at breakfast. He was like, Nick, I watched this guy, these couples, this guy did this, the lady did that, watch this. And Kelly was like, nope.
She's saying hate
when we go to the UK, we'll do some kind of video collab. Everybody will be on it. We'll make sure she gets some
I think if you force her in, if you three guys literally point a camera, she'll have no choice. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Kelly sent hate mail. She said she hated my guts. She was like,
that's right.
She's so mild speaking, but she's a ninja. See, a lot of people don't get that. She's a warrior. So she'll be like William Wallace while you sleeping. He comes in with the horse.
She's the most dangerous player in the game. Look.
And how awesome. And I don't think we highlighted this enough, but here we are, 3 brands. And we were doing collabs together, videos, educating people, having some fun time. We never once spoke about competition. There is no competition. There's so many people in the detailing industry. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Just worry about sharing your passion and just have fun. Like, where are all the other brands? Everybody should be doing this. I absolutely had a blast that week.
Oh, it was amazing. And you know how many comments there were? I think it was on the live and then even on your video, Pan. But on the Thor live, or no, 2 of the lives, and on your video, there was honestly
the love, eh?
Yeah, it was amazing. And people are like, why aren't you guys like bickering? And
our viewers are awesome.
Me and Pam broke up.
Look, if you want to save some change on some Yum, here you go. Eddie just made the kits, and you get the save a little good chunk of change. My goodness, someone is feeling generous. Santa Eddie over here. Making some nice bundles. So there you go. What you got? The wash clay seal, UK wheel kit, interior bundle, and a wash bundle. Go check them out live now.
You see, like, Jamie, bring back that screen.
Jamie, do not bring the screen back up.
Bring the screen back.
Make sure you go to Pan's Kits.
Bring that screen back, please. Jamie, okay. Now, Eddie, people, you got to help me. Look up top of that screen there, Jamie. Can you point where it says Pan's picks. Now it's funny how Eddie doesn't like make
Look, go
that
to kids.
nice, like you know what I mean?
Look,
Okay,
scroll
look at my
down.
mug.
Look at that face. You got a hold.
Look at that. He's got more.
He's happy because Eddie finally made some kits. Okay, there are some kits. They're good.
What are you talking about? Kids have been on since live.
Look at that. Look at that. Bam.
They're there. They're there. Go check it out. Oh man! All right, we gotta get Nick to bed, people. So
no, I'm good. I text Kelly and I said if I feel good, I probably won't go to bed. And then wait until the team comes in the morning.
Hey, Jim, there's some questions in chat though. Can we answer those? Because
we got some.
Hashtag we want Kelly. That's right.
Is reset a decon / strip wash?
Officially, no.
Officially, no.
So you say what?
No, it's not a strip wash. Yeah.
Where'd you see more questions? Did you star them?
You've set the bar high. That's what I mean. In terms of the collaborations, and there's, when you read the comments, it all makes sense. That's all I'll say.
ETA, Yum, Rinseless Wash. What do you think the timeline is, Nick?
It will be ready on this order that you're going out.
We did order it. We did order it.
Snap. Boom. When does the Yum pad come to the house?
Same order.
Oh, snap. Look, this pad. Touching. Look, I came home with this pad, and I have not stopped touching this.
Can we talk about the one time they took our Mosmatic double spray and we had to throw it in the trash?
Smells good too. Guess what we washed this with, Eddie?
We washed with Yum Wash. That's also on this order. Wait, did I put that on this order?
Yeah, that's fiber wash. Smells so good. Yeah, I think we put some on there.
Yeah, you've got a few new things. A lot of people, by the way, have been asking about those custom wheel woolies, so that's been sorted as well. So
hey Eddie, you should wash your salty balls with the Yum Wash. They come out smelling fresh.
That came out of nowhere. Boom! Look at Pan. Wow. Everyone was smiling. All of a sudden, Pan comes in with a Mike Tyson.
Pan's having PTSD when I cooked his ass.
Oh, man, I'm crying.
I wonder why Pan was so quiet for 3.5 minutes. He was just cooking that one sentence.
He was just cooking it. He was just
God. I see Pan thinking, it looked like everybody's like chill. Pan's there like this. And I'm thinking, what's he doing? Or what's he saying on the screen?
He's like, got the hood on. He's like,
and then all of a sudden he just comes in with a bang.
Man, how long you been sitting on that?
I got a folder full of those.
I'm dying, bro. I can't with you, man.
Oh my god.
Lab.
Is this all going on
YouTube afterwards, by the way, or is this disappearing and never be seen again?
Salty ball reset. Nice.
Right. That was the funniest jab I ever heard you say in my whole life.
Oh god.
Gosh, man, I can't. I feel so blessed to have heard that live.
Hey, Adamo just said Kelly goes to bed and Pan goes rogue.
I know. I'm gonna have to say I'm screen grabbing this time because I said, Kelly, you've got to wake up to this. That's the wake up alarm.
Hey, what's the ETA on that collab wax?
Should be on this order
about
too.
The wax. What's the
it's like we ordered everything.
I ordered everything.
So it's going to be on this order too. We're actually making new labels for it, Eddie. I know you told us not to. So in case there's a huge delay, but we are shouting you guys out on the label. I think, I believe in supporting and telling everybody where it came from. So your names are on the label. We just have to remake a new label. So it's in with the big order on Pan's kind of constructive thing. Can you change this? So we're ordering everything.
You changed all the labels?
48,000 labels.
Wait,
you're not playing.
Wait, all the new orders gonna have the new labels?
We're trying our best. So
you are a troll. You just went belly up, bro. You should.
Wow.
That's the thing. You might as well do it because look, we're placing a label order for this and the wax, and to get the pricing right, obviously the more you order, the cheaper they get, right? So we're thinking, well, Pan's given us a great idea. Can we maybe do it? So we're just going boom with it.
Dang.
Dudes, can you tell them what you're doing on the label so they know what we're getting?
Some products are getting, a bit of kind of a finesse with the descriptions. There's just over the years, the feedback. And I'm thinking, you know what, we should have included that on the label. But when you've got 0 bottles sold versus, more bottles sold, people give you all this weird feedback. It works here, it doesn't work there. So we're going to add certain things where people need, and then every product is going to then have a very simple, for example, undress, pants set, tire / rubber cleaner. So
dang, wow, that's a financial hit. If you think about the financial hit you just took, 40,000 labels.
Huge.
Yeah, because
it's
that's
huge.
that's like 10-15 grand in just labels.
It's a lot of money. Yeah,
wow,
and then we've got our existing labels that we need to kind of pump through, or do we just burn it? Like it's one of those things. So right now, yeah, it is what it is, though.
Rick Smith coming in hot. Look, Becca wants to see the Unreal. She wants all 3. She wants a 3-brand collab.
Maybe we can make a I suck at detailing products by Pan, and then what we can do is we'll make like another spray sealant, right, Pan? One that lasts like a day.
See, Pan's quiet again. He's cooking.
What,
He's about to go boom.
What are you doing,
He's about to go boom.
Man, what are you doing, bro?
I'm reading the comments. People are saying like, okay, there's a collab between YumCars and Detail Co. How come Clean never had a collab with Detail Co? Yeah, that's right.
Oh, because you know what, Pan?
Imagine a tri-brand collab: YumCars, Detail Co, Clean. Mic drop.
What would it be like? What chat? What would you want it to be like?
Yeah, seriously. What would people want to see?
It could be something super ridiculous. You know what I mean?
I'm putting Renaissance on sale right now. As a new flash sale starting right now.
Okay. What you doing that for?
Because I feel like it.
Save some change on some Renaissance. Look, the restock's coming. Yeah, it should have already happened already, but I think
he asked when is the new stuff for Pan coming in spring. We don't have an official date yet, but we're hoping very, very soon. We're working hard. The final solutions have finally been approved. So now it's the labeling, the graphic design, the bottling, the packaging, all that's coming through, obviously shipping to Thor and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're hoping for early spring.
Actually, Pan, here's a good question. Obviously, you don't have to answer it because I know it's all confidential, but as per your videos and the conversations that we had, in person, is it because that's the one question that I just forgot to ask you because we're talking so much fire, by the way. Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it going to be all drop? Like, is it all dropping at the same time or like one by one?
Once. Yep.
Nice.
Basically, it's the complementary part of the lineup that you need time to develop products. So I focused on the core first in September. And now I'm releasing the rest, that everything I would have wanted in the lineup on day one. Mm-hmm. Now we're finally getting to a point where it's going to be released. So now we'll have a more complete lineup.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand. There's so many financials.
Want to see I add.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pan.
Yeah, no, what I was saying basically is I read the comments. I like to be close to the audience. And when I see the same thing asked over and over again, that's when I know it's time to have that product. So I listen to the viewers and give them what they want to see in the line.
Yeah, and a lot of people also don't understand because I've seen it now both ways. And I've met all you 3 guys obviously in person now. I get it. Look, there's so much work. There's filming. There's obviously
we filmed for 5 days straight.
That's what I mean. And there's all these other pressure, because these things cost money. Like people don't understand. A lot of money, right? And even just from the simple stuff like bottles and caps.
Even the labels, like you were saying.
It's so expensive. So when people say, oh, Pan, I wish we had a fallout remover, a decon stop, or whatever it is, I'm like, it's not just a liquid, a take off the shelf liquid. I know that for a fact, as per the conversation we were having. It takes time and then the bottling down and all that. So when it drops, and again, you'll probably launch another, maybe a V3 of another thing where people ask for it. And there's so many questions like, can we have X or can we have Y? So, yeah.
Hey, and what was the most impressive thing in your line coming up that you feel like
quick detailer? That's it. You don't even have to
let me finish. That's cool. All right.
That's what he's excited about.
All of them will be great, but that quick detailer, Like nice. I'll do a Jamie on that one.
Hey, Renaissance is live, $6.99 until I feel like it.
Jeez,
Jesus. until I feel like it.
$6.99 until I feel like it.
Is rolling.
Hey, XM6 Go says,
Renaissance.
Eddie, put Pan's face from his ceramic coating on the front page of Pan's pic, so I feel intimidated to buy.
What a
I remember
picture.
first seeing it, it
Comments
was
are
like,
wild. I love the chat.
This chat's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christy,
Oh, yeah.
pour one out. Pour one out for Renaissance. That's good.
Yeah, hey, listen, Renaissance needs to get more hands because it's one of those things where people just buy gallons, and I get it.
I like that. Give it a try. If you ain't tried
Get
it,
a try for $6.99. And then if you complain about shipping, I'm gonna look at you real dumb because shipping ain't free, guys. Like $125 gets you free shipping. Imagínate, okay? Shipping.
We got too used to that Amazon free stuff, which by the way is never free. It's always included in the price. It's just we think it's free, right?
Yeah,
costs, man. Yeah.
A lot of people don't get that either.
Bottles get you free shipping. Look at there. Westcat already did the math. That lasts you a long little while.
We got Pan, we got Nick, who is not going to sleep. We got Jamie on. We have 111 people on.
I'd like Nick to go to sleep. He's tired. We ran hard last 2 weeks.
Man.
Any questions for them while we have them? Like, Nick's already here. He's committed. Look at his eyes. He's committed. Any questions?
He's in it to win it.
Hey, before everybody came on, I said, look, I've come prepared. So I've got obviously double espresso glasses, but I think it's a ristretto, I believe, that's how you pronounce it. So it's a stronger version of an espresso, right? So that's the only thing I could do. So it was a triple in each. So there was 6 in here, and obviously Eddie and Jamie were talking what was in here as well, just caffeine. So yeah, I feel good.
Yep. Hey, that's a good question by Mike.
Great question.
Yeah.
Does it mean I have to work to do it? If so, it's not happening.
Yeah,
hey, man, look what you did.
Shops. Sell the Thor Detail Co stuff. Yeah.
So you want me? So let me clarify. The question is: are we ever going to have like a map where we have our distributors from like?
Yeah, I think a tab on the website where physically, if people want to go buy stuff in a shop, here are the shops where you can enter. I think that's a good idea, actually.
Chat, tell me if you want that. If so, I'll make it so. Just remember, anything you add to my plate, I add more to Jamie's. It's true. I'm like, Jamie, I can't get to it. Can you finish it? And he's like, okay.
Got it. Look, back up those 16-ounce Renaissance. Fill your gallons up at that price. That's a good tip, Chris. Good. Yep. Hit the like button. I like that.
Well, got any more questions in the chat for the boys?
Are the Yum Press-All labels and or bottles coming to Thor?
Well, the labels are easy. The labels you can have yesterday. It's gone. Yeah, because we've been having. Yeah. You know what? It's really tough. We've been blocked once, and we've been. Yeah, it's a tough question. It's very hard to deal with Germany. That's all I say. We aren't getting listened to, unfortunately, and I'm trying to fight real hard. And
this would be great.
Yeah.
Like what, Nick? We're gonna stay up all night one night, and then Nick's gonna host the podcast.
I know. I should do that. I should do it 6 a.m. my time or something. So
I'm down, bro. I'm in it.
So you guys wake up googly eyed like this, you know?
Yep. That'd be great. Be the worst podcast in the world, but I'm there.
Jamie's hungry.
Yeah, that's before cinnamon rolls. That's before coffee.
Yeah, we're not gonna sell. Just so everyone knows, and there's no gossip because the details. You tend to gossip. OG's the only exclusive one. So if you want press all bottles, shout out to OG. Just go there and buy it. We can't sell it. I never want to step on anybody's feet. The labels, though, I don't know if I am going to do the labels since I don't know. I haven't even
the War Slumber Party. I like.
I don't know. It's already the worst.
Why is Keith so salty? Why is Keith salty tonight?
Ban his ass. Somebody in chat who has permissions, ban him, please. Put him in timeout. Put him in timeout. Christy, I need you to put this man in timeout for 6 minutes. Put this man in timeout.
That's great. All right. I think that's all the questions.
Where's the
Yum Wax? Yum Wax is on the next order.
Wait, did you see what B. Riley put?
We got finalized color. What B. Riley put? This phone plus something to use after the car is already clean.
Yes, wet but clean.
There you go.
So it's a foamable sealant. So imagine it as. So you can't dry the car. It won't bond to a dry car. It has to be wet, but it has to be washed. So the prep stages never change.
While everyone's on, I did create bundles for all our brands in the UK. I am going to create another Pan bundle. I'm going to create a detail code bundle that you saw on our live videos for Small Business Week. If you're a small business, please go down our things, just apply, you qualify. And then, man, what's next for all of us? We had our week of filming. Pan, you got mad content. We got a lot of content.
A lot of
I
young
feel,
content.
Lots
I feel
to
like
come on the
Nick
channel.
got abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ran him hard.
Yeah, he worked. Nick got abused. He walked out with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I filmed a vlog, or began to film a vlog.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway through the first day, I was like, this is not going to come out well. So I'm going to try and edit it just to see how it's come out. But if it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out, you know?
Pan says, Salty Balls, hey, Hyper Rocks, can you do a Flex Pixie demo? Mine is having issues. Can you elaborate on what you mean you're having issues? Because what I learned when I was getting Patrick Swayze at MTE is Pixies are not super strong and they stall. So there's a technique to it.
Yeah.
But if you work it, yeah, you know how he taught me, if you work it, and especially if you're using foam or something like that, he just said it's not the most powerful machine, but it has a lot of, I don't know how he said it. I was in trance when he touched my hand. I just lost myself.
There's a lot of nuances, so yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely do that too. Maybe I'll work on it.
It beads more.
Yeah, so foam is basically the heavy beading product version of snake oil.
Whereas snake oil is more of a sheeting.
Yeah. It's made to get water off, large, big truck type 18-wheeler vehicles.
Yep.
Foam is just as
Bro.
much beading protection as it can be on the surface.
Yeah.
Proper use of the Pixie. Don't use on white bumpers. There you go. That's number one rule. Don't do it.
All right. I think that's it. Anything else you want to tell us, Nick, that you got coming?
Well, we've got a big drop, obviously, as all of you are kind of aware. People can obviously guess what it is. It's a multi-year protective product that we've done for, in fact, it's over 7 years as a rolling development. And that's coming very soon. We're at the very last stage. We're just waiting on the packaging, and it's good to go.
There he is.
That's the main thing.
The coating coming?
Yeah.
It's coming.
I'm not telling him nothing because
the boogeyman is coming.
He's CIA.
CIA,
something. Yeah.
He'll discover everything.
Along the same lines.
Yeah.
Ballpark price for Yum Coatings. Are you going to answer these questions, or are you just going to?
I wouldn't want to ruin a surprise.
What's good use for Yum pre-wash for rinseless? Oh, this is a good question for you, Nick. So if they want to do a rinseless, how would you do it in your process?
Well, the way I'm going to do it, I'm still going to introduce a little bit of water. Now, whether you do wheel clean or not, how you do it, I mean, personally, I'm always going to use water for that. And I need to flush, etc., right? So that will never change. Now, in terms of the panels, I would rather quickly whip out our citrus pre-wash on a dry car. So I'm not wasting any time. So citrus dry, rinse it, and then I'm going to go on. I knew he was going to get that because he's been speaking to Adamo. So, yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
Adamo understands this. This is the Montreal Canadiens, the hockey team. I'm missing a game right now.
Pan left.
We gotta let Pan go because the fact that
this is the Montreal Canadiens. This is my team.
That costs more than my house payment.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go. Conway. What I learned though, Conway, before quick, is you can use wheel foam. You can use it like a high pH soap. Ain't that right, Nick? Foam on wheel foam for a dirty vehicle.
Correct. You tell me a dedicated wheel shampoo that can be foamed onto paint and left for 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
And it was thick too. It was thick.
It's hard. It sticks. Well's good.
And how we did rinseless is we use citrus first, write it off, and then came with the rinseless wash. So you can use it any way you want.
You can pre-soak it the traditional way or non-traditional way. I personally, if I can, use a little bit of water and then just do it the normal paint. I'll let you guys answer that because you were shocked when I showed you. You were like, no, this is going to stain.
Yeah, he did.
He says it's from Toronto. Here's
nice.
Toronto.
Oh, what a trash can.
Yeah.
I love that color. That's nice.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, you can use iron remover. Who's clicking? Is that you, Jamie?
No, we're talking about.
Can I use any iron remover wheel foam over top? Can I use?
Of course you can.
Yeah. Undressed hard on the tires? Is undressed hard on the tires?
No. High pH, but not hard. Oh.
X6M Ghost. Yes, these are the new ones, the Travis Scott's.
Dupan's just showing off now. After an hour, Pan just starts pulling out cool stuff. To look at.
I'm replying to the people in the comments. I'm reading the
Get
comments.
watch collection. Where's the watch collection?
Pan, get the watch
Thank you,
collection.
Ryan.
Get the watches out.
Hey, Pan, what's your favorite watch you bought lately?
That's what the Rolex Skydweller.
Oh, you're talking about it. Bring it. I want to see
I
it.
don't know what that is.
What?
I've never seen one.
You never seen one?
Yeah, bring it.
Nice.
Pan's always comes to my house. I never get invited to his house. He's got 9 doors in that room.
Yeah, we gotta go to Pan's house one day.
It's
Pan
like-
does not want us in his house. He's
Yeah, he
saying
doesn't want it. We'll go hard, bro. Pan would be so pissed.
Pan's doing his own live stream.
Yeah, he is.
Pan,
Jesus.
This is
One,
what-
one of the
Oh.
boxes.
Wow.
This is beyond an obsession.
Let me see it.
What's a Timex?
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, this is like 7 years on a waiting list.
Oh,
No, that's
wow.
beautiful.
Sick with the blue dial. Yeah, that's one of the rarer ones.
Nice. See, I respect that. I know a little bit about
Doors.
watches, but not
Hey,
doors.
Pan,
But
why does your house look like Narnia? You have like 8 doors you went through. You went through that.
This secret doors.
Pan, when are you inviting us to your house, dog? I feel like I have no invite. I have no food. When's Isabella cooking us food?
Hey, mi casa es su casa.
hey,
Hey, Eddie, you have to start
Oh,
by getting
yeah.
a passport.
I already
Yeah,
paid. I paid to express it. I expressed it because we're
Oh,
going to
wow.
Europe. We're going to Europe.
Ooh, who's we? Does that me too?
Oh, me and Damien are for sure.
would you like to come?
Yeah, Nick. You know what, Nick? Me and you are going to start organizing our things on our own.
Hey, you want to see my Rolex? Hey, you want to see my Rolex? Look at my Rolex.
Eddie drops me anytime he can. Boom.
Look at my Rolex, fan. It tells time, and it's always on time, bro.
Oh man,
What we
It's
got?
not
All right.
just about the show and the time; it's how valuable the time is.
that's right.
Hey, time is valuable. That's why you always want to get good soap, right?
Yeah.
If you have to use 6 ounces to foam on your car, you're wasting time.
That's a good point.
You know, I learned a thing from Nick. He called it what he called it. A fake economy,
A false economy.
false economy, where you'll say it's cheap to buy, and
right.
then you use more of it, and it's not really cheap, right? So I learned those things.
True.
It was a lot of learning, dude. False economy.
That's the thing. And then if
I
you
like
can
that.
foam, and when you said 6 ounces, if you can foam one with 2 ounces, technically that's 2/3 of the cost, right? So if something you say is expensive, which it's not, because as Pan has just clearly showed, certain things are expensive, right? Not $12, not $18, right? And if it's a passion for you, passions aren't
I didn't say
expensive.
it.
And then if you're a professional and you charge the right amount, a professional soap is not expensive. Oh, I'm not
True.
reading the comments.
Yo, Mike
read
has
that
been
comment,
taking
Nick, but-
shots since we dropped the video on the rinseless, bro. Mike's built different.
Mike's built different. That's right. Go check him out. Outdoor Detailer. Look, we need more McDonald's washing. You did one episode. I want to see what's next. Where are we going next on the Outdoor Detailer channel? That's what I'm saying.
Han wants to get
All
off.
right,
He's got
people.
a game. We got to go.
Yeah,
there's a
Dan's got to
game on.
go.
There's a
Dan
game on.
wants to go
the
to
game.
sleep.
He's looking at numbers. He's
Hit
like,
the
what
music.
Rolex is in the mail? And he
He's
tells
checking emails.
hey, if you were watching it
Where can you get it?
now, the house bundle, right? I'm out.
Eddie's Mike's breaking.
Thanks
Nick,
to everyone for being there.
appreciate you. You got anything
It's
on
been
the
a
way out?
pleasure.
Love y'all.
That's it. That's all.
Love
we
you
got.
guys.
We got. Check out Yum on the house.
Look at Pan's face.